much on the NBA draft. It was crazy. I left the NBA draft thinking that the Atlanta Hawks, as far as the draft goes, probably had the best draft out of all the teams that were participating in the draft. But I do like the Pelicans move as well. I do think that the Pelicans picked up two cornerstone pieces that could be a future front court problem in the NBA within the next 3 years in Jackson Hayes and Zion Williamson. I believe that tandem will be very, very nice for the upcoming season. But I think Cam Reddish and DeAndre Hunter, those were two really, really good pickups by the Hawks. It definitely shifted a whole lot that was going on. Kent Bazemore, who was actually going to be a part of a trade that I had constructed for the Hawks, has been traded. A couple other pieces have been traded, like Mike Conley got traded to Utah, which completely blew up a Utah trade that I had that I posted actually. So I've reconstructed a whole new deal for the Boston Celtics, which will come a little bit later. But first, I'm gonna get into this first trade, man, because I think that this trade, it's necessary, especially with a lot of the rumors that are going on, with the fact that the Rockets are in hot pursuit of Jimmy Butler, and I think that they want their new tandem to be Jimmy Butler and James Harden. With James Harden, being the leader, that's why I said him last. And, Jimmy Butler being the second guy. And with that being said, I do not think that they want to go with the official Big Three. So I think that with the fifth trade that I have going on, it'll be a two-team trade between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Houston Rockets. The Cleveland Cavaliers will get Chris Paul, and the Houston Rockets will get Tristan Thompson and Brandon Knight. The reason why I think that this trade will be great for both teams is because I think that Chris Paul, Kevin Love, and Colin Sexton, whatever they choose to do with Colin Sexton and the Darius Garland situation, I think that Darius Garland, oh man, I don't see why they picked up Darius Garland, to be honest with you. Colin Sexton is only 6'2". I think Darius Garland is 6'1". But I do think that one of those players will probably end up on the trade market. And with that said, I think one of them will be a backup, which 9 times out of 10 will end up being Darius Garland. I think that Colin Sexton could be on the move. I just couldn't think of a team to trade him to, so I kind of left him out. He may be included in the trade, for Chris Paul. That would actually benefit the Rockets very well, because then they would have 2 point guards on the roster, already on the payroll. And you can start Brandon Knight. You can have Colin Sexton coming off the bench as a 6-man that could take over that lineup. He could take over the offensive responsibilities in that lineup. I don't think he's a great passing, scoring point guard. So you know what? I'm gonna throw Colin Sexton in there as well. So I would trade. The Cleveland Cavaliers would get Chris Paul. The Houston Rockets would get Tristan Thompson, Brandon Knight, and Colin Sexton. Hey, that's how you think on the fly. The numbers and the contracts will all work out. It would actually, you know what? I can't add Colin Sexton, because now that I think about it, the reason why I had it just Tristan Thompson and Brandon Knight is because they don't equal as much as Chris Paul does, which frees up the cap space to sign or actually to get a Jimmy Butler. So you're actually trying to free up cap space, so I would have to leave Colin Sexton out. But I do think that Colin Sexton would be on the move. I don't think that Colin Sexton became the player that the Cleveland Cavaliers were looking for in a point guard. So that's the fifth trade. The fifth trade, staying packed as is, Chris Paul for Tristan Thompson and Brandon Knight. I got the fourth trade coming to y'all. in the next video real fast. I'ma holla at you.